Hello everyone, a very pleasant day to you. President Tinubu returns to Nigeria after Abu Dhabi summit. Federal government charges Ozekome with forgery over UK property. And wanted drug suspects Kanmo-Kanmo arrested 12 years after alleged killing of 3 NDLA officers. A very good day to you and welcome to First Next News Port Harcourt. I am Becky Usoro. Now the news in details. President Bola Tinubu has returned to Nigeria after leading the country's delegation to the Abu Dhabi Sustainability Week 2026 ADSW 2026 in the United Arab Emirates. A statement by Special Advisor on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, explained that the president was accompanied by senior ministers and top government officials to the high-level global forum, which convenes world leaders, policy makers, investors, and development partners to advance sustainable development, climate action, and a clean energy transition. On the sidelines of the summit, Nigeria achieved a major diplomatic and economic milestone by signing a Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement, CEPA, with the United Arab Emirates. The agreement is designed to significantly deepen economic cooperation between both countries, boost bilateral trade and investment flows, enhance technology transfer, and expand collaboration across strategic sectors. Key areas covered by the CEPA include energy and renewable power, infrastructure development, agriculture, mining, manufacturing, and emerging green industries, aligning with Nigerians' drive to diversify its economy and attract long-term foreign direct investment. Addressing participants at the summit, President Tinubu announced that a joint Nigerian-UAE Investopia would be hosted in Lagos in February. The president further outlined Nigerians' ambitious climate and energy transition agenda, revealing that the country is targeting the mobilization of up to $30 billion annually in climate and green industrial finance. Abu Dhabi Ports Group has summarized a strategic partnership in Nigeria's Federal Ministry of Marine and Blue Economy through a landmark memorandum of understanding aimed at advancing port infrastructure, maritime logistics, and digital solutions. The Abu Dhabi Ports Group has summarized a strategic partnership in Nigeria's Federal Ministry of Marine and Blue Economy through a landmark MOU aimed at advancing port infrastructure, maritime logistics, and digital solutions. The MOU was signed on the sidelines of the recently concluded Abu Dhabi Sustainability Week, marking a significant milestone in Nigerian to UAE economic relations. Minister of Marine and Blue Economy Adeboyega Oyetola led the Nigerian delegation, while the chairman of AD Ports Group, Mohammed Hassan, led the group's management team. The delegation subsequently briefed President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on the details and strategic importance of the MOU. The agreement, which had been under consideration for over 2 decades, forms part of the broader trade and investment engagement between the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the United Arab Emirates. In another development, the Minister of Works, Senator David Umahi, has described President Bola Ahmed Tinubu as a God-sent blessing to the Southeast geopolitical zone, citing what he called unprecedented attention to infrastructural development in the region. The minister, who made the remarks during a press briefing with newsmen and contractors in Enugu after inspecting ongoing federal road projects across the Southeast, said many roads in the region were previously death traps before the intervention of President Tinubu's administration. Umahi urged the people of Southeast to be grateful to President Tinubu for the ongoing transformation of road infrastructure, noting that several long-neglected projects are now receiving renewed attention. He described the president as the Biafra the Southeast has been agitating for, adding that the scale of infrastructural development in the region speaks for itself. Umahi disclosed that the federal government has banned mining activities within bridge corridors nationwide to protect critical infrastructure. He said patrol boats will be deployed to enforce the ban, alongside the provision of 2 vehicles to the police for highway monitoring, with a monthly maintenance support of 3 million naira from the ministry. He reiterated the government's commitment to safer highways, noting that CCTV cameras and solar power lighting will be extended beyond bridges to cover federal highway nationwide. Moving on, the Minister of Water Resources and Sanitation, Engineer Joseph Utsef, has asserted that President Bola Tinubu appointed of engineers as ministers to deliver quality infrastructure, as stated by his personal assistant on media and publicity, Tehemen Oradwen. The minister says the federal government has reaffirmed its commitment to building durable, world-class infrastructure through closer collaboration with the Nigerian Society of Engineers, NSE, while speaking at the investiture of Engineer Alima Suya Rabiu as 35th President of NSE, held at the banquet hall of the Presidential Villa, Abuja. The minister also explained that the administration of President Bola Tinubu recognizes the NSE as a critical stakeholder in national development. While congratulating Engineer Alima Suya Rabiu on his emergence as NSE President, the minister expressed confidence in his ability to lead the society effectively, given experience as a three-time vice president of the NSE and his service to the nation in various capacities. He also commended women engineers for their outstanding contributions to national development. Moving on, the federal government has filed a 3-count charge against Mike Ozekome, son, over alleged forgery and use of false documents in a disputed property case in the United Kingdom. The charge was filed at the High Court of the Federal Capital Territory (FCT) by the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission (ICPC) in the name of the Federal Republic of Nigeria (FRN). Ozekome is charged and accused of knowingly presenting forged documents, including a Nigerian international passport, to support his claim of ownership of a property located at 79 Randall Avenue, London, NW27SX, during proceedings before the London First Star Tribunal. He is also alleged to have given false information, used forged documents, and attempted to deceive a public authority. According to the ICPC, the alleged offenses were committed sometimes in August 2021 in the Maitama area of the nation's capital within the jurisdiction of the FCT High Court. Moving on, in another development, the federal government is taking a major step towards strengthening mental health care delivery with signing of a partnership agreement between the Office of the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Sustainable Development Goals and King's Psychiatry Limited. The collaboration, formalized through a Memorandum of Understanding, is aimed at expanding access to mental health and substance abuse services across the country, beginning with a pilot program in 12 states spanning the 6 geopolitical zones. Speaking at the signing ceremony in Abuja, the SSAP to SDGs Prince Adejoke Orolope Adefulere said the partnership reflects growing concern over rising drug abuse, psychiatric disorders, and their impact on crime, productivity, and social stability, stressing the importance of the MOU that addresses SDGs 3.4 and 3.5. Orelope Adefulere noted that good health remains the foundation for economic participation and national development, adding that untreated mental illness continues to deprive many Nigerians of dignity and opportunity. In another development, as on a sad note, the federal government has commiserated the governments and peoples of South Africa, Mozambique, and Zimbabwe following the loss of lives in the recent floods ravaging the countries. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs in a statement sympathized with the affected countries over the human and material losses caused by the floods. The federal government further expressed concern over the growing threats posed by climate-related extreme weather events across Africa. It reiterated the importance of strengthening regional cooperation, early warning systems, climate adaptation strategies, and sustained international support to mitigate the humanitarian and developmental consequences of such disasters. In another development, the Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project has filed a lawsuit against state governors and the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, over their alleged failure to account for billions of naira spent as security votes since May 29, 2023. Serap said the suit was prompted by persistent insecurity across several states and the FCT, despite huge public funds allocated yearly to security votes, including reports of mass killings in Benue State and other violent incidents nationwide. In a statement by Serap's Deputy Director, Kolawole Oluwadare, while announcing the lawsuit, is asking the court to compel the governors and the FCT minister to publicly disclose details of how security votes collected since May 29, 2023 have been spent. The organization is also seeking an order directing them to provide detailed reports on the allocation, utilization, implementation status, and completion of projects funded with security votes, as well as any plans to improve security infrastructure in their states and the FCT. According to Serap, over 400 billion naira is budgeted annually as security votes across the country, while at the 10 governors reported earmarked about 140 billion naira for the same purpose in the 2026 budget year. In the suit, Serap argued that Nigerians have a right to know how public funds meant to protect lives and property are being utilized. Serap warned that escalating insecurity was taking a heavy toll on vulnerable Nigerians, worsening poverty, hunger, and human rights abuses. Away from that story, a long-wanted drug suspect known as Kanmo-Kanmo has been arrested by operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLA. His arrest comes 12 years after his alleged involvement in the killing of 3 NDLA officers. In a statement, NDLA spokesman Femi Babafemi disclosed that the suspect was apprehended in Owode Town, Ogun State, following intelligence-led operations by agency's tactical teams. A search of his hideout led to the recovery of 69 kilograms of skunk, a strain of cannabis. Babafemi said the suspect has been on the NDLA wanted list since June 15, 2014, when he allegedly mobilized armed thugs to attack NDLA officers who attempted to arrest him at his enclave. Moving on, the Nigerian Meteorological Agency has predicted dust, haze, and sunshine from today, Monday to Wednesday across the country. NIMET's weather outlook via its website in Abuja envisaged moderate dust haze over parts of Kebbi and Kano states in the North region on Monday. It predicted horizontal visibility of 2 km to 5 km over the area, while the rest of the northern states are expected to experience sunny and hazy skies throughout the forecast period. According to NIMET, slight dust haze is anticipated over parts of Kano and Kebbi states in the northern region on Tuesday, while the remaining states in the region are expected to experience sunny and hazy skies throughout the forecast period. The agency envisaged sunny and hazy skies over the central region throughout the forecast period, with chances of isolated thundery activity over the parts of Plateau State during the afternoon and evening hours. It anticipated sunny skies with patches of cloud over the southern region, with prospects of afternoon or evening thunderstorms with light rain over parts of Ogun, Ondo, Edo, Bayelsa, Rivers, Lagos, Cross River, and Akwa Ibom states. The agency urged residents to stay informed through weather updates from NIMET and to visit its website. We now move on to the foreign scene. Supporters of Uganda's President Yoweri Museveni has celebrated in Kampala after he was declared winner of a 7th term in office. According to the official results, Museveni received more than 71.6% of the vote, while his closest challenger, Bob Wine, took 24.7% and has rejected the result as fake. Turnout was just 52%, the lowest in Uganda since 2006. Election observers said the poll was marred by violence, arrest, and abduction, but that instilled fear. 81-year-old Museveni had been in power since 1986. He's overseen the removal of term and age limits, and some of his rivals have been jailed or sidelined, but supporters credit him for bringing peace and stability to the country. That's all on the news this hour. I am Becky Usoro from and the entire team in Port Harcourt, Nigeria. Many thanks for watching.